The Mike Show presents Test Drive Interviews. Brought to you by Billy Craft Honda, Old Forest Road in Lynchburg.
It's like, is that a Pilot?
Yeah, must be.
Huh.
It's nice.
Looks beefier. It looks thicker. Paul,
Hi, guys.
what'd you bring us?
Hey, this is the Honda Passport.
We thought it was a Pilot. We
Yes,
thought it was.
this is
We thought it was
brand
a thick Pilot.
Brand new to the Honda SUV lineup. Then this is 2019 Honda Passport. This is our touring trim line. The Passport's going to fall in line above the CRV, but below the Pilot. So if you have a CRV and you're thinking, man, I just wish it had maybe a little bit more power, this is your answer, because
Wow.
this has a V6 engine in it. It's got all the features that the Pilot has. The difference is that if you look inside, it only has room for 5, because it doesn't have the third row that the Pilot does, but it's got all the other features. 10 cup holders,
Wow.
which makes it great.
All these water bottles.
Everybody has a drink or two. And then the other thing is the back of it is the trunk space. So the trunk space is actually a lot larger than the CRV, and there's plenty of room in here now for that without your third row. And they actually added tie clips in here now, so you can have more space for a lot of that stuff. The little thing that I like most of this is the cabinet that's for storage.
Ooh,
and then
nice.
they have a lot of accessories that you can add to that to separate all your goodies from that if you need to. But
Very cool.
makes it very nice as far as the access to be able to get to that. So I think this vehicle is going to do really well. I'm excited about it because it just hit the lot, and we just have 5 of them that have hit Billy Craft Honda this week. So this one
Nice.
just came off the truck. We got it cleaned up just in time for test drive
Yay.
interview today.
This is 2 vehicles now that we've just taken straight off the truck. Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Mr.
here.
Paul, heck
Yes.
of a deal, Heckman.
How are we doing? Yes, that's me. Thank you.
And Perry Payne Millner.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm getting ready to drive a car.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Drive a
So
car.
so how do we get this thing started there,
Like
Paul?
this.
Yeah, there we go.
See, I don't
a
know
button.
any of these
Can I
things.
tell you right now, that function alone saves me 2.5 hours a week of. I've tracked it because I
Really?
have because that function alone, because I have this huge, this gigantic, huge purse.
To try to find
Nice.
it.
Usually
Yeah.
it has
Just to find the key.
it has shoes in it, and I have like
Wait, let's see. There's shoes. There really are. There are boots in there.
used ink cartridges.
Wow.
Yeah, anyway, so for that reason, it's very difficult for me to find my keys. And so
Wow.
this, watch,
Oh.
off, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
on.
Yeah.
It's so swanky.
Now, I did want to bring your attention to all the water bottles that are in the car.
Yeah, there are an awful lot
There's
of
an
water
awful lot.
bottles.
I didn't
Are
notice
you,
that.
are you
No.
feeling dehydrated?
No, I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that this does have 10 cup holders. So our competition
Wow.
it has 8, and we have 10 in this. So there's 10
There are
options.
10 water bottles in
Yeah.
here. There's some down by you, Mike.
Yeah, there sure are.
That is
Woo! I like it.
So you really don't think about that until you do need an extra, because you stop maybe on a long trip and you get a second drink, and now
Yeah.
every person in the car has 2 drink holders.
Very,
so
very
nice.
cool. There we go. Ah.
Very, oh, it's nice,
Wow,
right?
this is so smooth.
Oh my goodness. We need
So-
some smooth jazz. With
So Perry, you were in New York for quite some time.
I was in New York for a very long time, 20 years in Upper Manhattan. Well, I started on the Upper West Side and then just kept moving north. So I
And-
finished up by the George Washington Bridge.
and how long did it take you?
Well, about 10 years.
So while you were in New York, you went to New York.
Yeah, I went to New York.
for the purpose of.
Well, when I lived in DC before that, I got my equity card at the Kennedy Center in sheer madness. And
Okay.
then I moved to New York to be an actress,
Okay.
like you do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did that, and I wasn't an actress, but a lot of actresses move to New York to be actresses, and then they get sent to Sarasota to do Irving Berlin reviews and things. I spent a lot of time living in New York, not working in New York and working other places. So
Gotcha.
and then I bought a co-op, which is the way that you buy houses in New York because they're apartments. But then I had to pay the mortgage. So then I went and got my real estate license
Very cool.
in a week, which you can do in New York. And I started selling real estate to theater people.
Nice.
So that was really fun. And I wound
So
up
that was kind of your niche.
with my niche. And the office was so huge. My office was Douglas Elliman Real Estate on the Upper West Side. And our office had 400 people.
Wow.
400 agents. So I had a group of 7 agents that I ran that specialized in the housing needs of theater people.
Wow.
And 7 people, that's how big New York is. The theater community is 7 people, could be kept busy doing that. So that was it was fun. And then the real estate market crashed. And so I always assumed, well, I never really wanted to be in real estate in the first place. So I got myself a job in Charlottesville, Virginia at the Paramount Theater
Nice.
as a creative director. And then I became the executive director of Virginia Theater Association when I moved to Lynchburg. I moved that organization there, and then this is where I am now. So
Very cool.
I'm working at Home Magazine as editor, and I'm producing this big megillah of a home garden and lifestyle show. And guess who's coming? Doug
coming?
Wilson from Trading Spaces is coming.
That guy, he owes me money.
Well,
I can't wait to see him.
he'll be able to pay you back after this weekend. I can guarantee you that.
So tell us a little bit about Home Magazine.
Oh, Home Magazine is a beautiful magazine that's put out by West Willow Publishing, and we have 3 different magazines. There's Central Virginia Home, there's Roanoke Valley Home, and there is Smith Mountain Lake Home. Let's check the turning radius, shall we?
Yes, please. Let's do donuts. Donuts.
It's fun.
Wow.
Anyway, we have 4 departments. The magazine has 4 departments. So I'm only the editor of Central Virginia. And our departments are home, garden, design, improve,
Okay.
live. That's 5.
So what types of articles would we be finding in your home magazines?
So there's always an article or 2 about each of the departments. So for Improve, you might find spring cleaning tips and how to expand your cabinet space, and design might be how to be an eclectic entertainer. You know what I mean? How to dine, set your table and design your home eclectically, or mid-century modern, trends. And that would be for the
I'm glad you saw them.
what?
I'm glad you saw the folks that were crossing the street.
Just go plow them down. No, so this in the upcoming issue, we just dropped the early spring issue, and so I have an issue. There's an article about daffodils. There's an article about cabinets,
Nice.
about tile, about it's a very informative magazine. There's a nice article about Pernell Pettigen, we have a series called Creative Spaces, where we talk about and we visit the spaces that inspire Lynchburg's creatives and artists, and then we do a showcase home every issue that where we took a house in Peakland that had been just gut renovated from the basement up.
Nice.
And so the photography is beautiful. And then there's always a little end note, which is a quick peck on the cheek, a fast interview with somebody interesting. So we did Doug Wilson this time.
Very cool.
Sort of a peck on the cheek and a happy goodbye before we see you next issue. We put out 5 issues a year in Central Virginia, and then there's 5 issues in Roanoke Valley, and then there's 1 issue, I think, Smith Mountain Lake.
All right, now for the home show, the Greater Lynchburg Home and Garden Show, what can we expect?
So we have 60,000 square feet of what used to be the Macy's department store at River Ridge Mall. So that's huge.
Yeah.
And we have 100. There's room for 135 10-foot booths.
Okay.
we don't have 135 exhibitors because big pool companies, Perry Pools has 4 spaces. So
Nice.
we probably have, I mean, we're sold out of exhibit space,
Wow.
but we probably have 90 vendors.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's incredible. I can't even believe it. We have, you know, like you all, we have local radio and television, and the community's really embraced it, I think, because our goal was for it to be really, really local.
All right. So we had a great time. Perry, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. This is fun. I'm at the loading dock.
Yeah, we're actually at the loading dock.
Of the Greater Lynchburg
About to
Home
unload
and Garden Show. I'm going to unload myself and
All
go do the things and get ready for
Yeah.
the show. But thank you for letting me drive your
No, it's
beautiful
great
car.
meeting you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
It's really fun. And we'll see you at the home show.
All right,
Yes, we
at
will.
the home show. And for more information, folks can
You
go to where?
www.lovemylynchburghome.com.
Perfect. And for Home Magazine, where folks learn more about what you do with your magazine.
CV Home, Central Virginia Home Magazine.
Okay. All right, Perry,
Okay.
thank you so
Thank you.
much. And for test drive interviews, it's Mike and
Katie Brooke.
we want to thank Perry for joining us, and we want to thank Paul,
Thank you,
heck
Paul.
of a deal, Heckman,
Heck of a deal, Heckman.
for joining us as well. You can catch all of our test drive interviews on our social media. Go to The Mike Show VA. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and now even MySpace.
Really?
Yeah, The Mike Show VA for everything social media. You can check out every one of our test drive interviews, brought to you by Billy Craft Honda. We want to thank Billy Craft Honda for hooking us up with such an awesome vehicle every single time. They're always excellent. So we want to thank Billy Craft Honda. Go check them out at their current location on Old Forest Road, and then their new location to be announced soon. It's
Yes.
going to be opening when?
We're hoping to be open sometime late April, early May.
All
Wow,
right.
very exciting.
That's on Lakeside Drive, so check them out. Also, check out the radio program weekdays, Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 on 93.7 KHF, 24/7, 365 on the Radio 434 app. It's a free download, so check it out. For Test Drive Interviews, this is Mike, and
Katie Brooke.
we want to thank you so much. See ya.
Bye.